So go up to Tennessee. They have like quarter comics.
We have quarter bins and methamphetamines. You do some meth, you can look for comics for a long time.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
Since the beginning of all comic books, creators have been mistreated. As for better pay, only to be told...
No!
Then, something happened that brought all media together. The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. We support the just pay and recognition of these comic creators' comic fam. Because comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live from the United States to Australia. This is the Not Near Mint Show. A weekly YouTube show about comic books.
Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. Today is Wednesday, September the 29th, 2021. It's 10 p.m. Eastern. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, and tonight is our big A Wave Blue World episode. Tonight we have with us Tyler Chintanner, Liana Congas, Gavin Smith, Adam Gorham, and I hope I'm not missing anybody. So their books are Bloody Hell, Deadbeats, Dead Legends 2, and The Orphan King. Please welcome the group.
Hey.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.
So just to get the pronouns out of the way, starting with Gavin, and we'll just go all the way around. He, she, they, just so that we don't trip over one another.
Sure. He, him, his, male pronouns, fine.
Yeah, he as well.
She or they is great for me.
He.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Nice and easy for us tonight.
Yeah.
Because while we try to respect them, we of course make mistakes. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. This is a great panel. A lot of people here that have some books that I've been reading lately.
Ooh.
So, if y'all don't mind, I kind of like to talk about this one first, which I just got on Friday.
Right.
Look at that beauty.
Yeah. Send that out
nice?
to you. Really nice.
London called and you answered.
I did. I did.
Nice. And you got the Kickstarter exclusive, which they have been on an adventure. They started off in Canada. They went all the way down to Mississippi. They came back up to me in New York, and now they're going out to people throughout the country and the world because our printers, they just couldn't figure out the Kickstarter exclusive versus the regular cover. I'll show you the both here I got. So that's the one. Sorry, which is my camera. So you got the Kickstarter exclusive of Lisa Sterl, and I can't figure out which hand is which. And then the direct market one. And
They're
so,
both knockouts.
They went around and back again. So one of the joys of publishing and shipping and printing and everything like that. But everybody's going to get their copy. The stores will get their copies. The backers will get theirs. So it's great to see that you got yours there.
Thank you. Thank you very much for it. It's great. I mean, for everybody out there, I know we had Tyler on last time when the show was, I think we did a Sunday episode, right, Tyler?
Yeah, I think it was a Sunday one when the Kickstarter campaign was live. You helped us promote it. That was great.
Yeah, so you get this really cool little listing for the creators in there. A lot of names that everybody should really know, in case you don't. But some real heavy hitters in there as well.
I like the handprint.
Yeah, it's a nice little. It's nice. It's the basically what kind of ties this together. And I don't know if whoever wrote that tie-in story knew this or not, but it was this old show. It was the Friday the 13th TV show.
Oh, I used to watch that.
and it had nothing to do with Friday the 13th, but it basically was a very similar premise. It was an antique store filled with cursed items, and each episode was an adventure to go find another one of those items.
Yep.
It wouldn't surprise me if Joe was the one that suggested that one.
Yeah, so Joe and Eric, the editors, would write the interstitials. So, yeah, but I think they were pretty aware of the concept. You know, it's been done, sort of like the Twilight Zone, the Crypt Keeper, and like what you were mentioning. And that was the neat thing about this anthology is you have the central character and theme that ties it all together. So, while the stories fit in a certain theme, you have the main, you still have a main character, and she can introduce these stories. So it was pretty neat, and why we came back for a volume 2, because we just really enjoyed doing it. So yeah,
it's a great book. Great book.
Yeah.
I've only read a couple of the stories so far, but I've enjoyed it so far.
Oh, good.
So maybe
I happen
maybe
to know the first couple are very good. So
jeez.
I hope you
Leon?
enjoyed them. No, it's good all the way through.
Thank you, Liana. So, what are you working on right now?
Oh, I'm actually drawing an Elvira piece for my Patreon for Halloween.
Oh, wow.
So, well, physically right now, but right now I'm working on a graphic novel that is not announced yet, and I have another really cool big thing that's going to be announced in 2 days, I guess. So,
Have you told me about these yet?
You know about both of them.
Okay.
But we haven't talked about the big one in a long time.
Okay.
Since it happened. I don't think I told you, but yeah.
Okay. We'll talk on the phone later.
And I also obviously have been doing the Blacksmith covers, and I just got announced for the Vault End After End. I'm going to be doing the series of covers for that as well.
Ooh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's awesome.
Vault's another publisher that's basically an automatic buy with me. So, but
great.
for those of you out there who haven't seen Liana's work before,
Yeah, thanks to Tyler, actually. I've worked
I
with
love
Eric
that cover.
a ton of times now, so
yeah.
including this series.
That's a great series. Eric Palicki, who one of the editors on Deadbeats, wrote that, and Liana's doing the covers, and the interior art is good too. I don't know his name, but I read the first 2. I just picked up the third one. It's a really good series. If people want to check something out, I definitely recommend Blacksmith.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah, very enjoyable.
Werewolf Detective.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been writing this Deadbeats to London Calling thing for Adam, because it's actually a sequel to Eric and I's short in the first Deadbeats that I drew.
Mm-hmm. Which, coincidentally, I might just actually have that sitting right here. For those of you who haven't seen that one, although if you watch this show and you haven't seen the Deadbeats Anthology, I don't know how you missed it. Definitely showed it a few times. I was telling Tyler once, I think it was probably the last time he was on the show, I actually took a trip all the way across the country to get it autographed by Miss Renfamous.
Oh, wow.
Right there.
Yep.
Got to see her in Texas.
We had a lot of people disappointed she wasn't in volume 2. I'm like, 'cause we put her in Maybe Someday too, so I was like, can't just.
Well,
I know she's very popular.
Lesson learned for volume 3.
Right. Listen, if you don't want me knocking over your mailbox, I'm just saying you better get her in there again.
Yeah.
And actually, you mentioned another one of the books that I have here, Maybe Someday.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I think that's the Kickstarter cover, right?
Yep. Yeah. That one was the same image, but we did a color variant.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
it
the
was
blue
back.
cover versus the orange one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Ringo nominated. We're hoping for Ringo Award coming up next month. Yeah.
Oh,
That'd
wow.
be great.
Yeah. Yeah, the first Deadbeats was the first time I'd ever been to the Ringo Awards because we were nominated for that, right?
No,
No, that happened during the pandemic too. It was all we ever wanted. But I don't know.
You're just getting so many noms that you're forgetting about them at this time. Jeez.
A couple nominations for the Ringo Awards. Yeah, I won't.
I think both of them weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
and All We Ever Wanted, and Now Maybe Someday. So 3 straight Ringo nominations. So
That kind of sounded like what we call a complaina brag. Part complaint because you don't remember which one it is. Part brag because there's so many to choose from.
Right.
I think Tyler, after he won it, he got that everything else is just gravy.
I was going with the fact that I couldn't remember in these years of the pandemic which was which because it's all really together, but
everything just mashed into one day.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I saw that meme today, like me just getting over
March 2020,
and then 2022
Same.
was right around the corner. You're like, yeah, it's been an interesting time. So,
Well, after most of my depositions where people say, last year in 2020, no, I mean in 2019.
Yeah.
It's all essentially the same year. So, Adam.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry.
That's okay. How you doing, Adam?
I'm very well. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. And for those of you who are not familiar with who Adam is, you should definitely be familiar with Vault's Blue Flame book here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I know I've been talking about that one a whole lot. That's that gorgeous Rocketeer homage cover there.
Yeah.
But you're doing the interiors.
Covers and interiors. Not
Covers
that
and
cover. That one's
Not
too
that
good
one.
looking. Get it away. Yeah, there we go.
There's Adam's. Still a gorgeous cover. Who did do that? Who did do the Rocketeer one?
I want to say Nate Gooden,
Yeah.
Right.
Nathan.
who's drawing Barbarian right now. Or Barbaric, sorry.
Barbaric.
Legend.
Yeah, which is also very good.
Yeah, phenomenal book.
But it's not the blue flame.
Homage cover. The Green Lantern homage cover.
Oh yeah, they
get that one.
They did like 15.
They have it at my shop.
They did like 15 homages on that cover. They call them vintage or something like that. But
There's a few.
So you're a co-creator on the Blue Flame?
Yeah, me and Chris yes, this is the short answer. I don't know where I was going with that.
Me and Chris and me, co-creators. No, it's great. It's a really fun book. Definitely, I think I know what's going on, but that's the best I can say at this point.
Well, I try to tell people there's no rug that's going to be pulled out from under you. We want to hurt your feelings a little bit. That's it.
At least you're on it.
Yeah.
Hey, after getting this, I think I definitely need to get that Green Lantern cover.
Oh yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Just say.
So,
but I'm happy you're enjoying it. Thank you for picking it up.
Oh
Next
yeah,
Watchmen.
Oh,
what I hear.
We have one of the biggest supporters of a Wave Blue World with us, now ready to join. You might all recognize them as Ace.
Oh, hey, Ace.
There they are.
Hi.
Ace.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Yeah, thanks for joining.
Tyler, you're host now. Everybody else we're answering Tyler.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
Okay. Great. Thank you for joining us. This talk about the fall titles for Wave Blue World. I mostly wanted to focus on our two Dead titles. Just the coincidence that both sequels and both have the word Dead in them. Deadbeats and Dead Legends are coming out pretty close together because of that delay I mentioned the Deadbeats one. But yeah, really excited to have the creators on here. Thank them for joining. Gavin's here for Dead Legends. I don't think James is going to make it.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we talked about Deadbeats a little, and I think if we didn't cover it completely, Liana said she drew a story that Eric wrote in the first volume, and in this second volume, she wrote the sequel to it after drawing it, and Adam drew that story, and which is why we have Liana and Adam on for that. But yeah, switching gears for Dead Legends, and Gavin's on here.
Yes.
That is coming out in 2 weeks, but we should have copies for New York Comic Con, which is coming up.
Yes.
That's the premiere edition. And
I was gonna say I'll be at Artist Alley at New York Comic Con table F20 with those early editions of Volume 2. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Who drew the cover for that?
Oh, the lovely Adam Gorham.
Adam, who we have with us, drew the cover for the book. Which is part of
all
the
comes together.
Man of 1,000 books.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and you can see that cover image in the graphic that you made. Nobody has copies yet. They're on their way to me. And
I have the original cover right here. I can show that.
Oh, yeah, you got Adam's cover, right?
Oh, I'd like to see that.
I have a New Mutants page that Adam drew, which was pretty neat with magic in it, big sword and everything.
So here we go.
Nice.
Oh, let me turn this light off so you can.
Oh my gosh!
Look how wonderful it is.
Beautiful.
I wish that I could put up the reference of me holding a Baby Yoda stuffed toy that I used as reference for that.
You can just message it to us so we can.
I don't know where it is, but
you could just recreate it every day and send it to me, and I wouldn't be mad.
You haven't had to draw a lot of babies in the issue, the book itself, right? Did you get used as reference for what did you do? Dolls?
I mean, a lot of just Google. I just looked it up and kind of winged it. And first, I had to get used to drawing a baby again. I hadn't drawn a baby in a while. So the first one, like I remember you and James telling me, it's like its legs aren't big enough, and I kept making these little pudgy baby legs, and and I feel like I got the hang of drawing babies again by issue 2. So I think it all worked out.
Yeah, that was great.
Rob, you're on mute. Yeah.
Just draw Winston Churchill, but shorter and fatter and
that was
wrinkles.
Yeah, that was the funny thing because I had to draw a baby when I was in class at the Kubert School, and I remember Joe Kubert just saying, like, yeah, babies are just little pudgy little old men, and it's fine. Just draw them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it was John Byrne who took that to heart. Have you ever seen John Byrne's babies?
Oh, yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Gavin knows what I'm talking about.
WandaVision brought those John Byrne babies back into the popular consciousness.
Yeah. Didn't he also draw? That was not him who drew Wanda's kids on the arms of that supervillain. You guys remember that cover? Scarlet Witch's her 2 children.
Oh
yeah,
and they're like human arms.
Name.
I don't remember the name. I'm pretty sure he might not have drawn that, but he drew them when they were kids at some point because he's got horrible baby faces. But I shouldn't say he's a legend. I shouldn't say anything bad about him.
You can say bad things about legends. It's fine.
Yeah.
Master Pandemonium.
That's
they're fallible.
Master Pandemonium.
I had to look up West.
Once the guests are gone, we should put that up on screen just so people can see it. But after our guests. So Gavin, I've talked about Dead Legends before. I showed it. I think during the before the show, but I was only able to get one cover. Tyler was kind enough to send me the others, including this one, which I think I bragged.
Oh, that's for Orphan King, right?
Yeah, that's the Orphan King.
Oh, that's the Orphan King one. Oh, good, because I thought it was the Dead Legend, so I hadn't read it.
No, different sword book.
Different sword. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's the Dead Legends 2 covers there.
Yeah.
And so for everybody who's not familiar, what the Way Blue World team does is they'll put these out as the premiere edition for the first issue, right?
Correct.
And then after that, if you like the little taste, you'll put out the entire graphic novel.
Well, we do put out each issue individually, but we put them out digitally through platforms like Comixology and SpinWiz, and there's another big one I'm missing, Tyler.
There's Kindle, and now there's Global Comic.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like pretty much almost everywhere you buy new digital comics, you can get it. Hopefully not pirate sites for our for our creator-owned books. But yeah, so they come out every 2 weeks after the first issue drops. Every 2 weeks, a new issue comes out digitally, and we just saw issue 4 come out a week ago Wednesday, and then the finale comes out next Wednesday, October 6th. And it is a doozy of a finale. I can't even talk about it without ruining it.
Will people cry?
Yeah,
I got it.
yeah. We I don't know if you cry as much as reading an issue of Blue Flame, but it's pretty close. But like if you're behind, I urge you to catch up, especially just to read the last issue that came out, issue 4, which is probably like the best comic that James and I have ever made, which is a completely silent issue. And it's a 3-way gang fight between our main characters, the main bad guys, and a biker gang at an abandoned hotel. It's ridiculous. It took us a lot of time to craft.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Which is the incentive for getting the digital issues if you're interested, or for those who prefer the trade weight, which I found a lot of people were doing anyway. The trade comes out the week after that. Sort of the binge model, and that'll be out October 13th. But we'll have copies at New York Comic Con the weekend for that. Which Gavin will be there. I might pop in on Thursday. As I'm still playing a bit conservative with the in-person shows, but yeah,
I'm gonna be masking up and drinking hand sanitizer all weekend.
Exactly.
Right.
They say
right.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, from what I understand, most of Artist Alley is drinking hand sanitizer through regular years, so it's not really going to be very different.
I didn't shake your hand before, not going to do it now.
Right.
I mean, a convention on a regular year, people would get sick. Like comic crud was a thing before even the pandemic.
It's funny you say that, because I've actually done a couple conventions already this year. I this past weekend I did. Was it this past weekend? What's today? About a week and a half ago, I did Cincinnati Comic Expo, and the week before, I did Lexington Toy and Comic Show, Lexington, Kentucky, and wore a mask the whole time. Zero sickness afterwards, and I usually do get sick after shows. So, thanks, masks.
Yeah, that's a positive we can hope for. Is that all our hygienic practices, will help us. Just like the flu, like the common flu numbers went down because we were all inside and wearing masks. So, if there's a positive to be taken from this,
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I remember the year I met Peter Mayhew at Comic Con, who's like the most gracious person that I'd ever met in my entire life at that point. And then afterwards, I shook his hand, and I thought to myself afterwards, wow, that guy's probably shook the hand of like 1,000 sweaty nerds today. Yeah. And he's an older, frail man. He had some medical issues. And I wondered, all these guys just have to get sick. Like as soon as they get home, they all have to get just knocked out.
Hand sanitizer constantly.
Right.
That just.
It's just being around so many people in such a tightly packed area, plus the con food that I'm sure doesn't help matters.
Yeah.
And everyone's touching everything.
Yeah.
I've also taken to bringing hand wipes as well, and I'm wiping things down on a pretty consistent basis. And I've taken to also not touching people. Real easy to do. It's great.
And we have a guy that's on the community called Mr. White Gloves, and maybe we should just start taking to him and just go everywhere with gloves and a big mask.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I don't know about you all. I don't know how much comics pays or if it pays insurance, but I can't afford taking a couple days off work to go to the hospital.
You know what's terrible? Almost the entire panel broke out laughing at the exact same moment when you said that about health. Almost everybody. Adam didn't. He kept right on.
Adam
working.
didn't. He's Canadian, so.
Well, there you go. Definitely tell who the Americans are.
Yeah.
So Leanna, I wanted to ask you. You've had the opportunity to work on as both the writer and the artist in the last two Deadbeats anthologies. What's your favorite? Writing or drawing?
Oh, I've done many anthologies with the Wave Blue World, so I'm not allowed to pick favorites.
Oh, all right, that's fair. Well, which do you like to do more, write or draw?
I technically have to say that it's the one that Adam did with me. So it's also the one that I got to write. So that's
why technically. What's up? I kid.
No, seriously, like that was such an amazing experience. We were both complimenting each other the entire time. I was just like, I can't believe I get to work with you. And he was like so sweet back. And then obviously Gavin and I talk behind his back about how great he is all the time. So
But I had to be a jerk to him to get him to do the cover, so
and I respected you.
Yeah, I nagged him into doing it, and it worked.
Wow.
That sounds a lot like when I asked you to do a pinup for True Cult.
That's true too.
Any more details on that? Is anybody here getting blackmailed into anything? Is what's going on?
We all three just blackmail each other constantly. That's our friendship.
It's a blackmail circle.
Yeah.
Isn't that the full circle of working in comics?
Yeah. Essentially. I mean, I wouldn't be wearing this shirt if I didn't like him. I guess he's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also that,
Liana, it looks like you won a bet, not lost a bet. Good shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a great shirt.
It is a good shirt. I get so interesting that my city they have multiple sports teams that are Tiger related. So everyone thinks that it's like a sport thing, and they're like, "What's with the X's on the eyes?" I'm like, "Shh, it's fine." So it's great. I've had multiple people ask me where to buy it, and I'm like, "Well, I can tell you exactly where to buy it."
Right.
Yeah.
So, Adam, I just wanted to bring up one more thing here. And I'm so sorry, Tyler. It's not a Wave Blue World book again. So I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. No, please.
All right. But for those of you who may not have seen it before,
oh yeah,
you're doing
yes.
Oh, the Giga covers, right?
Yeah, this is yours, right, Adam?
Yes, sorry, that's mine. I did the B covers, I guess, for that series.
Oh wow!
And I think it's a 5-issue series, and I think all but one has been revealed. And the issue 3, which is what that one is for, is a favorite of mine. It's a lot of fun to do and color. And the 5th one is it's a biggie. It's a full wraparound cover. And I'm itching to show it off. I don't know when I can. It's gonna be cool.
All right, that's great. No, that's great to hear. We totally understand. We know those Vault people. We know you don't want them on your back. Terrible, right, Ace?
Yeah.
And for all I know, they're watching and listening and
taking notes. Yeah, absolutely.
Making lists.
Getting an email from them right now, I imagine.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Are you about to leak something?
Nope. Stop talking. Go to jail.
So, Tyler, I know that The Orphan King came out a few weeks ago. Did you have any literary or film inspirations while you were writing that?
Yeah, well, I loved the King Arthur books when I was younger, and through being older too. So it was mostly the books that I had read. Mary Stuart trilogy is one of my favorites. Miss of Babylon, and the ones in Future King, probably the ones I've read the most often. And if anybody has read those, I mean, you're going to see the references. There's a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That I throw in there, especially, I mean, Miss of Avalon was the first one that really took like female characters' perspective. You got to learn a lot about the Lady of the Lake, Vivian, in that one, who I thought was a great character. And so she sort of became, I combined Merlin and Lady of the Lake into a single character, Lady Talisa, in here, and that's pretty much where that came from. And Yeah, some of the movies too. I saw Sword of the Stone, the animated, when I was younger, Excalibur, things like that. But it was mostly those books right there. And it took me a while to decide if I wanted to do something in the King Arthur mythology. I really needed to figure out my own sort of twist, take. That's my theme in general. I didn't grow up doing fan comics of things that I read when I was younger. So same here. I wanted my own sort of take on it. So I even changed the name and things like that. And the approach was to remove him becoming king. Actually, the whole birthright element. That's what we're analyzing there. Like, how important is it? Like, who your father is, your inheritance, things like that. Which I know is what a monarchy is all about, but. Just the fact that he would come back and be like, oh yeah, see the sword that proves who my father was and give me the kingdom. It works on some level, but I thought it was good material to write a different version of it where, that part has already crumbled, the monarchy has already crumbled, and so now what does he do in this land where he's sort of cast adrift in this lawless land and trying to figure it out.
They instantly try to go after him and kill him when he returns.
yeah, and then he's on the run now and figure things out. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was definitely a passion project. Love working with James Boyle on it again, who we collaborated on the very first A Wave of the World comic book, Adrenaline, back in 2006. We started that. So it was cool to come back and work with him again and do a new graphic novel. We'd both learned so much over the last 14 years. Really neat. We really enjoyed working on it. It's great to see it out in the world finally, and we're working on volume 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Adam, I know that you did covers for Maria Llovet's Eros Psyche, and I know this has nothing to do with your publishing, but I just love Maria Llovet so much, and she's my favorite artist, and I collect everything. Oh. So I have all of your covers for that. So yay!
Oh, well,
you're not kidding.
No, I have every single Maria Llovet thing ever released.
That was a challenging one to do because when I was given that assignment, there wasn't a lot they could tell me about the story, and it was it was being translated, I guess, from Spanish for American posts. So I was a lot of just sort of feeling out what the vibe of the book was without a lot of context because it wasn't yet translated. But I'm happy it came through. I wanted something kind of spooky but romantic. So I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
And that's what you call dead air. Rob, you are muted again.
Jump back in?
Rob, you're muted.
Keep talking, Worst. Keep talking. There you go.
I'm just going to keep talking until nobody responds, which is usually how it is in regular life. But it's when someone's wearing a mask. I never know if someone's about to say something, and maybe I should restrain a little bit, because usually I prefer to be a listener than a talker. Well, just like I love watching the artists doing their work on the show. It reminds me of being at a regular comic convention where I would watch people on a panel and they'd be drawing the entire time, and you'd think at one point maybe they're not listening, but then they have listened to every single last word. They could even tell you what all of us are wearing, right down to the color.
Oh man, it reminds me of my early days when I was starting out and I was doing indie stuff. I had drawn this vampire comic, and the guy who wrote it, we were at this terrible wizard show in Toronto, and it was really dead. So we both left our table. That's how dead it was. Nobody's gonna bother. And Adi Granoff was there, and he was drawing, and I think the only people attending the show were just surrounding his table, watching him work on a commission. And it was pretty silent. And my creative partner was trying to make me feel good about myself, and he was like, well, look, he's using the same kinds of pencils that you would use and the same kinds of paper. There's nothing standing between what he's doing and what you could do. And Adi Granov, who I didn't think was paying attention, lifted his head up, and he was like, I have a golden pencil case, and it makes all of the difference. And I mean, it wasn't like he didn't put me down or anything like that, but I was very embarrassed.
I just remember Mike Wieringo years and years. Feels like 20 years ago. Watching him at a MegaCon panel, and he was listening to everybody's questions. He did not look up from his drawing pad once as he answered question after question. He was paying complete attention, but he was just so absorbed into his artwork that no wonder there's an award named after him.
That's multitasking at its finest.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to that.
Now, is it just because he has so much work to do? All of you have so much, or do you just like that? That's how you just feel more comfortable. Like, I prefer to look at my drawing and just listen and talk.
Well,
no one needs to look at this.
I can sometimes walk and chew gum at the same time, so it's...
And there is absolutely nothing wrong with drawing all the way through an interview or an appearance on anything. I remember the first time I ever saw Jack Kirby. It was in The Incredible Hulk. He has an uncredited part where he's drawing as a police sketch artist. And I didn't realize it was Jack Kirby at the time, but they had the King on television, and literally all he does is draw Dr. Bruce Banner.
This is the old TV show?
Yeah, the original TV show.
Oh, okay. Well, if it was a TV show, then it was David Banner.
David Banner, yes, thank
because
you.
Because they changed it to the TV
show.
They didn't like Bruce.
Yeah.
Thank you for fixing it. But
no, I just remember that they for some reason didn't want to use Bruce Banner. They were like, no, we don't want to do BB for the TV show.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Every character in Marvel has an alliterative name.
Yes, but that was his first appearance. So you're in good company if you draw through appearance on a program. That's nothing wrong with that. So we're coming up on 10:40 here, almost 10:45. So just wanted to go around the room, give everybody a chance to talk about their projects, talk about what's coming out next, what you're excited for, and whatever we should keep an eye out for. How about we go Leanna first?
Sure. You can buy the Star Wars Adventures issues that I just drew, issues 7 and 8. Sam Maggs wrote it. You can grab those at your comic shop right now. And you can also grab Deadbeats 2, London Calling, which I wrote, that Adam drew. TKO Studios also has the other comic that I wrote with Joe Corallo that Paul Azaceta drew, and that is actually on sale right now, called Seeds of Eden. And keep your eye out on Twitter in the next 2 days, because a really big announcement for me is happening. I'm really excited and proud about it.
Me too. I'm proud of you for it.
Oh, buddy. Gavin's my bro, man. I can't wait till him and I can collaborate on something.
I know. It'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
I guess technically again.
Yeah. But I can't thank you enough for having me on. This was really fun to see the whole gang. I wouldn't have seen them in a long time otherwise. So thanks so much for inviting me on.
At least until the next convention, perhaps.
I hope so.
No, I'm going to the next one, and nobody's going to be there.
I'm actually probably going to Toronto, which makes it somehow worse.
Oh, are you going to Toronto?
Oh, yeah. I planned on emailing you next week.
Okay. Well, I'll be in Toronto.
I'll be in Toronto, too.
What? It's going to be a party?
When is it?
I want to say October 22nd.
I can't go.
Oh, I'm just going. Just because. So it's not a con. Yeah. Going back home.
All right.
Home to see my friends.
Give me that call.
Absolutely.
No pressure.
What is Ace going to Toronto for? That's what I want to know.
I was just joking.
Oh, dang. I'm so gullible.
Pay for my ticket and I'll go with you and we can chill out.
Wow.
That's not a big ask. Just pay for her ticket.
Can we get over there?
We got to hit up the Toronto con to just fly us all out. That's what
true.
we really got to do.
Ask very nicely, yeah.
Yeah. Tyler, you probably know how to help us do that, right?
I'll drive over.
I'll just fly to you and then you drive us up.
Yeah, it's an easy drive actually. It's nice upstate New York. Yeah, but I don't know if they're letting us in. Are they letting us in now?
Yeah,
they're letting.
They are,
We're letting you guys in. And I think there's all those fall colors you get to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Toronto's amazing. I love the city. I went Actually, last time I was there, I was for a TCAF, and they were actually filming Scott Pilgrim. This is how long ago.
Oh, that was
Love them.
you just dated yourself there a little bit.
I know.
It's like history.
Like a decade ago. That's not that old. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking.
But I remember because I was walking down the street, and it was during the summer, but there was all this cotton on the ground because it was supposed to take place in the winter.
Yeah.
Like, why is all this like cotton, like a lot of it?
That's wild.
Because I
then
think
I look up and there's Michael Cera in the phone booth. I'm like, wait,
No
why is Michael Cera?
That's such a
it's one of the, I think it's one of the misconceptions about Canada is that it's perpetually snowing, and that's not true. But
And also, phone booths still exist up there.
but the thing of it is that where you find
That I
phone booths,
buy.
you also find Micah Cera for some reason.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Lucas Lee definitely exists in Canada. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
So. Oh my gosh.
All I can remember about the movie right now is everybody loves complaining, and if they didn't have something to complain about, they'd be miserable. I mean, more than they were.
Yeah, that's life though, and that's awesome.
Fair. Fair point.
I love complaining about everything.
Yeah, the
It's
world's
like
my water
Ren
cooler.
from Ren and Stimpy when he goes, "You know what, Stimpy? I'm happy being angry."
Yeah.
That's someone's default mode. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Adam.
Yes. Oh, the thing. Okay.
Yes, the thing.
Well, I'm doing a number of things. So I'm working on the Blue Flame at Vault that I'm drawing and doing covers for, and I think issue 5 is issue 4 has come out. Issue 5 is on its way, and that's a 10-issue story with a definite ending. I'm also, that's just been announced that I'm writing and drawing a Godzilla one-shot that'll be out in December.
Ooh.
So it's Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. And I send them to Mars, and so that's going to be really, really fun. And it's my first project as a writer. And then of course Deadbeats 2 London Calling, the story that I drew with Liana, or that Liana wrote and that I drew. So you can get that.
I'm going to give you a lot of liberties there because it is perfection because of you, not me. So
get out of here! You're crazy. Yeah, well, I digress. It was a pleasure working with Liana on it, and I was very happy to do it, and I got to draw a lot of spicy material. And
Yes.
it's hard to say no to that. And I highly recommend that you pick that up. And I'm doing covers like it's a bodily function. So there we go.
There we
Ooh,
go.
Tyler giving a little peek.
Yeah.
Very cheeky.
Gross.
I was just gonna say there, you can tell Adam is Canadian because he was so polite and courteous, and he heaped praise on Liana there. I was in Canada one time. I bumped into a guy and I spilled his drink. He bought me a drink, said he was sorry, and gave me the keys to his car. It was unbelievable.
That's the move.
It's Canadian hello.
Don't forget to come to dinner, eh?
Handing over your car keys is essential in that, though.
Right.
Whenever you don't offer someone your car keys, you're a real jerk. So
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard about Canadians.
It's all about trust. Come on,
Lovely
now.
people. Lovely people. Who do we not speak to yet? I'm so sorry. Gavin. I'm sorry, Gavin. Yes.
Oh, hey guys.
Buddy, what you got going on?
Plenty. So, as we all know, Dead Legends. You know it. You love it. You have several copies that you've given to family and friends. This is Volume 1, obviously. We all know that already. You might have missed because it came out last month. Is it still September? It is. Okay. Came out last month. Dead Legends 2, number 1, came out in all the best comic shops ever. And you can get it there. And then you can catch up on issues 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4 before 5 comes out next Wednesday. And then the trade paperback with the finale and the secret ending comes out October 13th. But if you're at New York Comic Con, you can find me at table F20, where I will have copies before the release date. But speaking of endings, with every ending becomes a new beginning. October 6th is when the last issue of Dead Legends 2 drops, but it's also the very first issue of Star Trek The Mirror War, #1, that I'm drawing for IDW. I think altogether with the tie-ins and stuff, there's like 13 issues, but the main 8-issue run I am drawing, and it's super fun, and I am, bringing my hand to early retirement on it.
The art is unreal. To
It's very
see,
good.
like, it is, oh my
Thanks,
god.
guys.
Gavin shares it in our Slack, and it's very, very gorgeous.
Not gonna lie, I haven't bought a Star Trek book in a while. That's already on my pull list.
Well, it's
Excellent.
One of the
Very
I can say this. One of the fabulous things about Gavin's art on the Star Trek book is that he draws likenesses in a way that don't feel stiff. They feel very natural, and they make them their own, but they look like all the characters. So I tip my hat to you, sir.
Thanks, Adam. That was very sweet.
That Canadian coming out again.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, my Midwestern hospitality is, programmed to just go, aw, shucks. So.
All right. Very excited for that mirror book. Like I said, very excited for that
it's
one.
Star Trek, but evil.
Yeah.
But what else do you need? Picard
Right.
is ripped, and he's got a goatee.
Right.
Riker's missing an eye, and he's got a crazy scar.
Mirror?
Yeah, Data's got Borg parts.
Right.
Deanna Troi
Oh,
is
he's
still
been
sexy, but
assimilated?
sexy and evil.
Oh, you just
The
sold
best.
me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is-
what
is-
else more do you need?
Is Will Crusher in it?
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, good. All right.
Oh, that
bastard kid.
that kid who got away with killing his classmate and skated on it because he's friends with Captain Picard.
All right.
Sorry, I could go on about how I dislike for Will Crusher, but I love Beverly Crusher. She's great.
Oh yeah, she's great. She's great. Fantastic. Tyler,
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about before we wrap?
Yeah, well, I mean, the 4 titles for the fall, you put them in the graphic there. I mean, Orphan King, which I wrote, came out already.
So good.
So check that out. Deadbeats is coming out now, sending it out to backers. You can find it in stores. Gavin mentioned Dead Legends. The one that we didn't have a chance to talk about, but I hope we get to in the future, coming out in November is Bloody Hell. Vikings get uncovered, World War I. Infantryman accidentally uncovers Viking gods and then tries to get them to help him win the Great War. It's beautiful artwork, really fun story if you like Vikings and war stories, which who doesn't. That's going to be a really nice cap of the year for us. And then look for announcements for our spring titles. We got more fun stuff coming out in 2022 and beyond, and you'll see those announcements around New York Comic Con in the next month or so. So,
And y'all have a Twitch too, right?
sort of.
Ooh.
Yeah,
where can we find the
streaming. Yeah, when my wife and I co-founded the company. We've been trying to keep up with the modern trends and do a Twitch show.
These
a mom and
kids.
pop show. I know. That's why
I love the mom and pop show.
Yeah.
because we feel so old in comparison to everyone else.
And
So
we can always come to your place and do laundry.
yeah. That's what we're good for. So.
Yeah. I'm coming over for Thanksgiving this year.
Oh yeah, I mean, actually, if it weren't for the
The
pandemic,
disdain in your side was just.
You're like, oh.
You're like, oh no.
Oh, I have to cook.
Yeah.
No, we would totally. If the pandemic's over and you happen to find yourself in our area, please do come by. I mean that sincerely. You are welcome.
Nice
Thanks,
backpedal,
Dad.
Tyler. That was great. That was fantastic.
Over.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're gonna roll that tape back. Worse, roll that back real quick.
It'll be on the rewind tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
We'll send it. I'm gonna clip that and send it to you, Tyler.
Gavin, you can have
I'm coming over, and I'm bringing my famous purple mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Someday when the world is in better shape, we'll have to.
Yes. Might be in 2025.
Liana and Adam too. Come up
Yeah.
from Memphis in Canada, and we'll just.
I would
meet.
absolutely.
Let's have Thanksgiving dinner.
You had me at potatoes.
I'll deep fry a whole bunch of just like meat.
I'm in.
Mhm.
That's like the thing here apparently, so I'll just drive it over.
All right.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Deep fried meat and purple mashed potatoes. That sounds like a fantastic Thanksgiving. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, everybody. We really appreciate it. Please feel free to come back anytime at all. We'd love to have you on again. Talk about any project you'd like to talk about. Or if you just want to come on and draw stuff and tell us what you're doing while you're doing it. Well,
That would be even awesome.
Absolutely.
I'm already that. I'm already that. But I think now is about time for comic book therapy. Yeah.
Oh.
So if you need to draw and do anything that you need to do, go and do that, because we're going to do this little. It's a little segment. It's kind of brand new. It's something we just started, but it's something we still do every week. It's called Oh Lordy.
I'm going to get what I want.
Christ.
Comic books. Comic books. Comic books.
Oh my god.
Comic books.
Let's get some.
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 Comic books.
God, that is such a damage.
Wow.
That was intense.
Yeah.
The other one I'm working on won't be as intense.
Oh, I can't wait.
You know what? Make it more intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just amp it up.
More flash and light.
Well, on that case, hey, Miracle Man, do you have any bangers to show us?
No, Ace is here.
Can you look away for one moment?
I don't even have
So,
a
Miracle
banger.
Man, you got a banger?
I don't even think I have a banger. Hold on.
My eyes are right here now.
Hold on.
Can we see
Yeah,
a banger
yeah,
from you then?
Yeah, I do actually have a banger.
I have
I
a
did not-
banger.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead. You go. What do you got, Ace?
No, he can go.
All right, go ahead, Miracle Man.
Well, I got that Peepoy variant for Afterlife with Archie #6 with the Sabrina cover.
Bro, that's sick.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
I think we'll call that a banger.
Yeah.
Warning. 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 Banger alert. Banger alert. Holy fucking shit. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking god. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking god. Look at that book. Jesus. Jesus. Oh my god.
I like turtles.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
I think
I
you
hate y'all.
I think you upped that intensity.
I hate y'all so much.
Oh, we love you.
It could be worse.
Love
At
you
least
so
I
much.
didn't do this.
Man, I did a variant for Afterlife with Archie that'll probably never see print because it didn't make
No
that issue.
way.
No, don't tell us that because
We about to hunt it down now.
It doesn't.
can't.
It's yeah.
They
like,
never made it.
When did that end? Like issue 9 or something?
10.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Josie
my-
and the Pussycat.
And they
cover was for
solicited
issue
more.
12.
There's a
Oh.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina that just got on FOC last
Yeah.
week. I can't wait to see it. If there's going to be more, but I don't know. Oh, here's a banger. Is that a banger? I don't know.
Warning. 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 Banger alert. Banger alert. Oh, look at the little kitty. And he's playing with the tiny little chick. Wait, you're here for comic books, you dumb asshole! It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket.
Oh, that's
Wow.
my favorite one.
I'm not gonna lie. That one almost gave me a
Oh my
seizure.
God.
Yeah,
Oh.
it does it to most of us.
Oh, there it is.
That's
You
it right
found
there,
Miracle
isn't it?
Man.
Look at that.
No way.
So this is how horrible this is. I won't lie. I bug the Archie comics. That poor social media intern on Twitter. They see my name and they must just cringe. I have bothered them about Afterlife with Archie coming back and Chilling Adventures with Sabrina since what was it, 2016 when they had the last issue come out?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Ron then. I'm sure he was fine with it.
Well, all right, fair enough.
You can't bother him too much. Like,
All right.
They announced a couple weeks ago that it officially wasn't coming back after telling people for years that it was.
Right. Well, the writer did want to come back to do it, but apparently, he'd rather get paid millions of dollars to write like movies and TVs and all that kind of stuff. But boy, I have had this in my CLZ. This is the tragedy of this. This has been solicited and sitting in CLZ, the comic collecting app, since December 2016.
That's that writer could have got the Gorham bump. That's a big mistake on his part.
Right, where is it? There you go. Right there it is. It's a great cover.
Thanks, dude.
It's a great cover. I love it. I'm so
Charge
sorry.
your phone.
I will. I'm so sorry I don't get to buy it.
Is that one of the ones Hicks colored?
What's that?
I was asking Adam if that was one of the ones Hicks colored.
No, that was I believe Michael Garland colored that. Pixie was all Jughead.
Okay.
It was my werewolf boy.
I just bought all those trades, by the way, 2 days ago.
Oh, well, I hope you enjoy them.
Meanwhile, Ace and I have been trying to piece together a full run. I've had most of them, but kind of fell off towards the end, only due to the fact it was coming out monthly and then bi-monthly, and then the next issue's coming out eventually. And I just missed the last two issues.
Oh, I've worked on books like
it's hard work.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
You know what? Miracle Man's not the only person that has a figure today. Got this for $4.49 at Target.
Oh,
Look at that.
There's the man himself.
That's dope.
Iconic. Very iconic.
I want to Jack Kirby.
It's nice to see him live on like that. That's cool.
It's the clearance rack at Target.
I want to worry about the legacy, and it's nice to see that'll endure
forever. I want a Kirby one so I can make them fight. That would be.
I would make them fuck. So.
Well, Jesus.
I'm sorry. I would make them go on a date, fall in love over a couple of years, get engaged, be happily married, and then fuck.
Thanks, everybody.
And what do you need?
Probably a good fuck.
You don't get a good fuck, Helen Mirren. You're working with a transphobe.
Wow. Jesus.
Jesus, take the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
For those of you with a professional career, would you like to stay with us any longer? Or do you want to take off and save what's left of it?
Bye.
I'll be right with you.
So, who's
That's assuming any of us are even vaguely professional.
Well, fair enough. There's some
You're on a show with the last name of Worst, and it's called Not Near Mint. We're all not quite professional.
I'm very professional.
Except for Ace.
Thank you.
That's why I started my own publishing company, so I could just do whatever I wanted. So
you might have to fire yourself, Tyler.
Yeah.
Well, who's got some books to show?
I do.
We all have a few. Who wants to go first? How about the guests? Any of y'all picked up anything in the last week that y'all want to show?
Yes.
I picked things up, but I don't know if I've read that. I have a stack about his.
It's still showing.
Oh yeah.
You see all that crap behind me? This all came out today, and I haven't read anything.
Blow up
the on this guy.
Yeah. I finally picked this up because I went to Rose City, my first con back in the normal meat space. And what's even cooler is my friend Jaslyn kind of worked on the marketing for this. So it's the Samneys. They wrote Andrew it, and Matt Wilson colored it, and Crank lettered it. It's really good. I cried halfway through and then cried through the rest. So 10 out of 10. Also, really love that it's like digest size. So.
Oh, speaking of crying, I got something. Here we go. I got this from our buddy Dave Stokes. It's his
I cried
sketchbook.
so hard reading that.
There's like a 10-12 page story at the end about his partner who passed, and it's a tearjerker.
Wow.
And it's crazy because Dave works in like video games and stuff and does a lot of art for that, and then looking at this comic, he could steal any of our jobs anytime he wanted to.
Oh yeah, it is unreal how good he is.
It's crazy. So Stoke Lockdown Edition. It'll come from if he has any left. I don't know if he does, but it's very good. Dave Stokes.
Very cool.
I don't have an accompanying video.
You have to get it from him? How do you get it?
I think I got it from... Well, I just asked him for one,
Right.
and he sent me one. But I think he has a website. Might be on here somewhere.
You can pay. It is worth every cent.
Yeah,
That's
or
what I
maybe
did.
he has like a Gumroad or a...
No, it's on his website.
Okay,
it's
just
on his
website.
shop on his website. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I think it's davestokes.com actually.
All right. I believe so.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I picked this up today. I
What
don't
you
even know
got
what it
picked
is
up?
yet, but it's Peter
It's so
Milligan
good.
and Sally.
Hey, we love
is
to see a
actually
Josh
in the
cover.
first Deadbeats.
Yeah.
And Peter Milligan, of course, Vertigo, Shade the Changing Man, and things like that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Sally drew it.
Wow.
Love Sally.
Yeah, Sally's great. And this is a ball title, so of course it's good. And
Oh, wow.
Oh, cover by Josh Hickson.
Our boy.
This thing right here, yeah. So
Our good boy.
Yeah, it's
Very
cool.
gorgeous.
Check it out. I also picked this up. This is a really cool series. Have you guys been reading this at all?
I have the first issue.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, Dave Johnson's been doing some amazing covers, but yeah, good series. So those are my two pickups today.
Anything else anyone else wants to show?
Yeah, for sure. What the heck, right? This is a cool one. The Blue Flame.
Yes!
Oh, I gotta get that one.
Not too long ago, so it's not brand new, but it's it's good stuff. A bit of a gut punch, but we take you high before we bring you really low. And then the most recent issue of Homesick Pilots, number 9, is really good cover.
Ooh,
That's such a good series.
It's a very good series.
yeah, I love it.
Tons of great covers. And then lastly, I picked up, I don't get to do a lot of shopping, but I got this Ice Cream Man.
Oh my god. That's actually my favorite cover of the bunch,
That's such
by the
a
way.
good cover.
This is, I believe, a retailer exclusive, so it's a bit hard to find, but worth it. And that's really it.
All right, so who wants to go next?
King move, Adam.
I keep creating dead air, and I feel bad inside.
No, it's because we're all a bunch of courteous mother freakers. No,
Okay.
motherfuckers on this show. It's okay to curse. We all do it. And we all want to give each other enough time to shine in the light.
I now get the significance of those Stinger videos.
To kind of shake things up a little, get things moving. Everybody starts laughing. And then,
Yeah.
hey, that reminds me of the time that fill in the blank.
Hey,
So-
I'll be right back.
Okay.
While he goes and bees right back, Ace or Kirk or perhaps Miracle Man, y'all got
I can
something to
go.
show?
I can go. I got something special to show today. Walt was kind enough to send me Raffle
Hey.
Castle.
Hey.
This is from their new Wonderbound line, which is for children. And as most of y'all know, I do a children's comic club at my library. And this was freaking adorable. And the cliffhanger kind of pissed me off, but I still love it. And I'm going to. And then I picked up a couple Maria Llovet things. Because, You know. So I got the variant for porcelain.
What's porcelain?
It is Maria Llovet's new
Oh yes,
comic.
of course. And you get all of her stuff, as I recall.
All of it.
That's a nice one.
They're so pretty.
Ooh, that's a great one.
Then her Eat the Rich variant. And then Mall from Boom Studios.
Oh, cool.
And this weekend I went comic shopping. We got Barbarella.
Nice. Oh yeah, great series.
Trying to fill in some holes with bombshells.
That's what I'm doing every day.
No, you're not. Don't lie to yourself.
I am trying to fill in some holes with bombshells. What do you want me to say? Come on now.
No, I don't think you are.
Well, I have that one.
Do you?
I have all of them. I have almost a full run now. Both series.
I don't believe you. I don't think you're actually like a real comic fan.
Accurate.
Like, have you even bought a comic, bro?
Do you even know what a comic book is?
I love
Nice.
that so much.
Hey, they got one of them DC comic books.
Yeah. They sure
I
did.
love this because it made me feel happy thoughts.
Yeah.
So did that one.
Yeah.
All the happy thoughts.
Who is that artist?
I have no idea.
Jenny Frizen.
I thought it was Frizen. They're just
It's Ginny
phenomenal.
Frizen. I knew that the whole
Jenny's
time.
very good at drawing.
Thank you
This one,
for saying her last name because I was calling it Frisan and I knew that was wrong.
that is all I can show
Nice.
of the last book you'll ever read.
Why?
Because there's a vagina.
They
It's
don't like
after
that.
10. It's not for kids.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got us kicked off once showing a
Yep.
a Boundless cover.
Oh, all right.
So let's just say that tentacles were going in and out of places that probably shouldn't be
Right.
logical or
Right.
sanitary.
I didn't think hair could be used in that kind of way, but I
Well,
was proven wrong.
It's a
Ooh,
Boundless
look at
cover.
that steak cover.
That's nice.
Steak is so fucking good. It gives me all like the hack slash feels that I haven't had for a long time. And that makes me happy.
I wish Tim would do some more hack slash.
No, it ended. It ended well, and that's all that needs to be said with that.
All right.
Bringing it back any further would just be too much.
Oh yeah, I got that paprika.
Hey, Swamp Thing didn't come out this week, did it?
Oh, I don't know. I was picking those up for somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Then the best cover of Sweet Paprika.
That's the one I
Nice.
wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So good.
Cover.
So beautiful.
Mirka, right?
That cover is Leslie Hung, but Mirka writes the series.
Yeah, Mirka's
Yeah.
that's right.
Then Vampire the Masquerade from Vault. Fucking amazing.
That title has really stayed on track. It feels like it comes out every 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, some Vampironica. I have the original first appearance of Vampironica, you know.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the back cover of Cherry #1
Oh,
by Larry Wells.
you gotta pull that
Beautiful.
up.
And
Who
then
laughed? Because somebody knows what I'm talking about. Whoever laughed knows what I'm talking about.
And I've been tracking down Wonder Woman covers. I remember reading with my great grandma when I was a kid.
Very nice.
And I found a bunch of them in the dollar bin, and it made me so happy.
That's so great.
That's a great cover.
Perez run.
I love when things like that happen, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody knows the Cheetah cover, but every one of his covers on that run was phenomenal.
I can't believe you got the Cheetah cover for $5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good move on your part.
I know.
Smart. Very smart.
Very nice. Yeah, wow. You really scored.
I did.
Look at that.
And then the last one.
Almost every one of those
Birdie.
you pulled out, I don't have, strangely enough. Which means when I give you all mine, well, it'll all be complete.
Yay! And that's all I have. Stop showing my face. It's giving me anxiety.
Okay, and I'm not going to do it, Michael. For Jeff.
No, they are not bangers. They are the opposite.
Bangers.
Yeah, banger alert here. It's also cringe alert, too.
Right.
Banger
Right.
alert is seizure alert.
Right.
We don't want that.
We should do that. Imagine how many views you could get if I had a seizure in there.
Let's not.
I don't
that.
need a lawsuit.
Not, yeah.
Not do that.
I don't have money. All of my money is in books.
I don't want
Invest
money.
it.
I want a certain comic.
Just one. One.
Just one in particular.
That one.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
That was
Guess-
good.
Guess still on
I
the
love you,
show.
Rob.
That's still on the show, guys. Wow. So how about this?
And
I
we
got
love
some comments.
them.
How about I show
Yeah.
mine?
Miracle Man is next, so I guess take it away, Miracle Man, huh?
Here
Right?
we go.
So the fun of Miracle Man, what Alan Moore did that was so brilliant, Michael Moran has grown up.
He's very
And
old.
He's in his 40s, he's overweight,
Ancient.
he's sad. There's something that he can't remember.
There's a lot of things I can't remember. First and foremost, why am I still on this show?
We love you.
So let's start off with the indies, shall we?
Damn, I didn't get that.
Bayamis Turbo Kid, Apple's Lost Adventure. I think this is just a one-shot.
It's a two-parter. I just ordered the
Two-parter?
second part today on FOC.
Who printed it?
Hey, Miracle Man, before you take up an hour, Adam said that he needs to hop off, so
Adam
let's
needs
say
to
bye to him.
I have
Bye,
to.
Adam.
I have to keep an appointment to watch Squid Game with my beloved.
That's
Oh,
fair.
really?
I'm on the
Awesome.
last episode right now.
You hush your dirty mouth.
I won't say a word. It's very good. That's
Who
all.
would've-
That's
Who
all.
would have?
We can talk about it
Squid was-
later.
All right,
The
cool.
squid was related
But,
to each other.
Yeah,
Who
so
would've
I
thought
gotta go
that?
do that. But it was very nice getting to see all you guys and talk about ridiculous stuff and getting to see some fucking wacky videos.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining
Hold
us,
on.
Adam. Really
It was my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thanks. Good night, Gavin, Tyler,
Thanks,
Leon.
Thanks,
Hey,
Adam.
buddy. Talk to
Good
you
night,
soon.
dude.
Night.
I actually will use this as a hop off as well. I'm gonna follow the leaving train.
I kind of gotta go to. I gotta go pick up my wife. So
Yeah.
Thank you, because I had time to do this. So.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Elvira.
Please stay on that bicon.
Wow.
Yes.
Man.
Elvira says gay rights for Halloween. So
Oh, yeah.
Halloween is now gay, and too bad for everyone else. So
Oh, Liana, how much do you love the fact that that Elvira had a girlfriend for 20 years and she didn't once to any of her friends say, "My girlfriend's Elvira." Now, that's 20 years. That is some fortitude.
Yeah.
it's fortitude, but also like much respect for having a private life and like having boundaries outside of that,
Yeah.
especially for
No
someone
problem.
who's like a huge icon and is so incredibly beautiful. I
Right.
couldn't hold that in,
Nope.
but you know,
Respect to
fine.
her. Respect to
yeah.
her.
you're
For
you're a
real.
different kind of icon, Liana. So
Oh, I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
it is.
Thank you. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
One day I will be a huge icon in comics, maybe. I'm just kidding. But I just wanted to say how much I enjoyed being on, especially with the gang. Tyler, thanks for thinking of me.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for coming on.
Really
Appreciate
nice
it.
to meet you all. This was a great time.
Yeah.
We got you.
Glad to have had you.
Well, I'm glad you had
All
fun.
right.
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah. And I'm also getting on the train because I got to go pick up my wife from work. But again, Tyler, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll let Maddox know what a good time he missed out on.
Yeah. Oh, I
And-
will also let him know that.
Oh, he missed out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
We're gonna send him in solo next time with no forewarning.
That'll learn.
Honestly, he would thrive in this scenario. So
Yeah, he'd be
I mean,
great, yeah.
But
It's pure chaos. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great night, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank
good
you.
night.
I'll go out too, just so I
right.
can get some sleep because I'm on the East Coast. Thank you so much for having all of us on.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for being on.
Bye, Dead Legends. Get Star Trek. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye, Gavin.
Thanks so much.
Bye, Tyler.
I hope to be on again sometime soon, and keep it up. These are some great shows. Really, really appreciate it.
We appreciate that.
Thank
all
you.
right. Enjoy talking about the rest of your
Good
banger
here.
comics.
All right, man. Take care.
Chapter 4. Who's next? Miracle Man?
Yeah.
Here we go.
And then we got Berserker number 5 there. Look at that dope.
You still reading that?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's
I can't do it.
I might be giving it up, but I've been enjoying it for the most part. Space Bastards
I need
number
to
8.
pick that up. What, Powers is in it? No way.
Dude, it's so good. No, not that Powers.
I'm about to say.
Adventure Man number 5. Adventure Man is back. Ooh, Dodson Infraction. Superman 78 number 2. Listen,
It really does look like Gene.
listen. If you know what I'm about, if you understand what I'm about to show you, then you are one of the elite comic book fans in the world. So they did the thing, people. They did the thing. Look at it. Superman pulling off his insignia, throwing it, having it grow to a giant size, and wrap up some Brainiac bots. It is now canon. It's a real thing. It happened in a comic.
No way.
It happened in a comic. Echo Lands number 2.
How's that?
Look at this.
Beautiful.
It's incredible. If you guys aren't picking up this book,
Ooh,
you're
is that
making a
issue
mistake.
2?
That's issue 2. This is
I love this one. Shout out to Comic Zone.
so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Here we got Rabid World number 4, a scout book. I had missed it. It's a little bit older, but I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh, I need that. Speaking of a little bit older, I saw it on the shelf. Another scout book, Locust number 3, another post-apocalyptic book, except not zombies.
When did issue 2 come out? Because
Oh,
I
wow.
had that on my pull. I know, and I had it on my pull list, and 4 is on there, but 2 and 3 is not. So I'm like, I'm wondering if my shop didn't get it.
I don't know. Frontiersman number 1 from Image. This is a cool book, guys.
I heard that was really good.
It's a retired superhero. Adventurer. Not really like, he wasn't super powered or nothing. Adventurer. He's a retired adventurer. And he comes out of retirement to do some stuff with some things. Not going to tell you what it is. But as you can tell, he is old-timey type of hero. Batman, Superman 22, guys, this, I think, might be the last issue.
Of the series?
Of the series. They're ending it. If you're going to end a Batman, Superman book, it has to be with Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Oh, yeah. That crazy bastard.
Considering how Alan Moore ended his, yeah.
Right.
That's the one I got. That's the one I got.
Sweet Paprika number 3. I'll probably run out to a shop tomorrow and see if I can get any of the other covers because I do like. I love this.
Yeah,
I love this series. Cold Dead War number 4. This is a heavy metal book. It is, yes, once again, zombies.
Those are all blowing up.
Impossible Jones number 1 from Scout Comics. Carl Kiesel is the writer on this, guys. Look at the art. It's actually pretty fucking dope. You know what it reminds me of?
Michael A. Von Omen.
It looks a little bit like that. It also reminds me a little bit of
Phil Hester.
Mad dude. What's his name?
It wasn't who I was going to say, but yes, them as well. I can't remember who I was going to say. Jimmy Robinson, who did the bomb.
Mike Allred.
A little off of Allred. Eat the Rich number 2.
The ending of that first issue was crazy.
Yes. What was that, Rob?
No, I just said it feels like I'm really missing something because a lot of people are talking about that Eat the Rich.
Yeah, you should get it. It's a good book. That first issue cover that I got is blowing up, I believe. Crossover's back, guys. There's number 8. Department of Truth number 13. Had to get this variant. Look at that.
I need to get the Maria Llovet variant that came out.
Yeah, I might have. Oh, I missed that. I think my books did not show up at my shop until Thursday last week. So some of these are from last week. Cherry Blackbird number 2. Now, listen, there's no scene like in this first Cherry Blackbird where a man may or may not be on all fours and a woman may or may not have a marital aid that she uses. That may or may not happen. However, this is a nail gun, and the only thing I'm going to tell you is a Nazi is involved.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Suicide Squad, King Shark #1, Gamma Flight #4. Here's that dope-ass Moon Knight #3 from last week. And as Ace showed, By the Horns #5. There's my copy. I got a book here I know none of you bought. It's called Dose.
I bought that book before.
You did not. It just came out.
I don't
You're
know
a
what the fuck that is.
Exactly. So this book is, the publisher is It's Alive. I believe it might have been actually an Indiegogo campaign, but then they published them and put them in Diamond, so you could order them. Here's the premise of the book. Oh, did you really? That's cool. Cherry Blackbird. I didn't realize it was a Kickstarter. Here's the premise of Dose. Imagine the Silver Age of comics was the real world, and 50 years went by to modern times. And imagine that real world expanded. Yes, I did pick this up solely because of this.
Kaiju sex? Yeah, I could see that.
Right. But then I flipped it open. There's some interesting looking art. It's black and white. It's a black and white. But
really detailed.
It's so my LCS, he said he had got the first issue. He didn't really love it, but he had the second issue already on order. And he read it. He's like, the second issue was better. This third issue was pretty good. So I had him order me the first and second one. We're going to see how it goes. Vinyl #4. If you're not reading vinyl, guys, you're missing my top of the read pile book, man. This book is phenomenal. Same people who did Nailbiter. I believe it's 12 gauge is the imprint. It's
a studio I'm not really that familiar with.
They had that variant you was talking about with the teddy bear at my shop.
Good. That's the one I have.
Kaiju set.
Kaiju set. Here is another one that I guarantee nobody has. And I'm going to show it to you, and I want you to tell me what you think it's about. It is from, what's the publisher? I don't remember who the publisher, but this is that same publisher that did that Superhero Alliance book that I bought a couple of weeks back. It's called Super Suckers. Now, looking at this cover, what do you think this book is about?
I hope vampires.
Yeah. In what kind of style is it?
Archie?
Very Archie style. Very Archie style. I'm going to read you the premise real quick. College students Jess and Kelly catch a rare STD called vampire, just as a sexy but deadly vampire slayer hits town. To stay alive, they must figure out what vampires do out of the shadows, with help from their new suck buddies, Stuart and Vera, the exhibitionist roommate from hell.
Oh my god!
That is
when did this come out?
Today. This came out today. And look, there's not a lot of them. They serialize them.
Oh my god!
Damn! I gotta fucking read it. I can pick that up.
This is a square bound. It's a heavy duty cover stock. The book is only $4.99, guys. All right. Honestly, give this book a try. I genuinely liked it. It was fun. It was good. It was a good book. And Last Ronin #4 from last week. Got that there.
It was so great. Such a great read.
Loved it. Now, we've been talking about Action Lab, right?
Oh yeah.
Have we?
We've been talking about them a lot lately. And turns out two of their books.
That was the one that just came out last week.
There were two books that came out. The Citizen, already on my pull list.
It is.
And the S Factor, already on my pull list.
I didn't hear about that.
S Factor is basically a dating show with superheroes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, they're trying, whether it's not or not because of all the pressure they've received lately, who knows?
Fortnite.
Here we got our Batman Day books. There's the Fortnite. Here's the Batman Night Watch. And here is the
That
Batman girl.
there's going to be a one-shot of the Batman Fortnite, and it's going to be written by Scott Snyder.
Yes.
I thought the world was going to be a graphic novel.
Yes. Now, no, I think it's just a single issue. Now, here we go. These are, I think, the only back issues I got this week. And it turns out I only needed 2 of these covers. I already had the series. I think I only needed 2. It might have been 3 of these covers. But I got the rest for this girl I know.
Who'd that be?
She knows who she is. She knows who she is. But this one's mine. There's that Afterlife with Archie #1.
Ooh.
I don't know, pretty. Here's an Afterlife with Archie #2.
Somebody's
These are all
smashing in the background.
These are all first prints. There's Afterlife with Archie #3. Here's #4.
Something with zombies always makes it like,
dude,
people go after it even more.
Straight up, this was one of the best horror series I had ever read in my life. #5.
When Walking Dead was coming out, this was the better zombie book.
It was. And here's '6 again.
Is it in trade?
Yeah,
it is in trade.
I might read it in trade.
I got the first one if you want it.
Ooh.
It's a great series. Really. So, highly recommend. That is it. That's all I have this week.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
You get anything in the mail? Did you pick up anything comes on the mind?
No, I gotta pick up books this weekend. So
This weekend is still good. Well, I guess that just leaves little old me. Oh boy. Well, here we go.
Got the
Nobody
old part,
exists
right?
on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV. Wow, hey, look, you guys, the sun's rising.
So what's in the briefcase indeed? So nothing will quite fit in here because as you can see, this is independent, this is Marvel, and this is the DC. So let's start with independence first. So we're going to start with all of this. Move that crap out of the way. Here is Berserker, the foil cover of issue 5, Shiny Shiny. And you know who would love Shiny Shiny the most, right?
Robo.
Ooh.
Robo loves shiny things.
Robo.
Oh, Robo too.
Robo
I was going to
does.
say Lady Fantastic. And guess who's returning on Friday?
Lady
Fantastic is returning on Friday.
Woohoo!
So stay tuned because I will be going live with Lady Fantastic coming this Friday when she gets back from her long extended vacation, and we can't wait to see her back. So put an F in the chat for Lady F. Here is crossover #8. Donnie Cates is back after we had Chip writing it last issue.
Feels like it's been gone forever.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does.
So here's a very talky issue of Department of Truth. I hear there's a lot of text in it, but
Tells you a lot, though. Tells you a lot.
I have a feeling
I'm just gonna read it in trade. I'm just gonna read it in trade.
Oh, apparently Ree wants the Coke habit. I don't do Coke. It's just called Cuban coffee. No, that's really it. Cuban coffee. Here is Die #20. It's the final issue. And no, this is Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
But the first copy that I pulled out of the bag had, and this is a black cover, really hard to keep in nice shape. But the copy I pulled had, not this one, he gave me another one, was just dented all to hell because somebody just manhandle it. So he pulled out another one. Only 2 people are reading this in my shop. So that tells me this wasn't highly ordered. Here is Gun Honey issue #1, the Adam Hughes cover.
Yeah, that's a great cover.
Now get this, on FOC right now is the FOC of the foil cover of the second print. So make sure to order that because otherwise you're probably not going to be able to get this. That, and I think this has been optioned for something.
How many issues is it so far?
Oh,
is that issue number
I
1?
think it's going to be slated for about 4 or 5. Didn't you get this too, Miracle Man?
It's already optioned too.
Miracle Man is taking a shit.
Yeah, another shit
So
break.
we're going to just jump on over to this. Here is
Let's
Lock
do
and
a Die
Key.
RPG. Let's do it. I would love to.
Now, this is another one of my favorite stories of the year. This is Lock and Key that takes place just before the first volume of Neil Gaiman's Sandman. So that I can't wait to read. Here's that Space Bastards. No, this isn't Powers as in the Brian Michael Bendis collection. This is just, Powers. And it kind of looks like the lead guy that was from Transmetropolitan.
Yeah.
So here are the 2 copies of Spawn that came out today. The Baron's cover being this one.
Well, that one was a great. Yeah, that one's a great cover.
I love all of Baron's cover. The one that comes out for issue 233 next month. There's 2 of them. A clown cover and another one that kind of looks like this with another big gun.
That fucking
I'm getting
Gatling
both of them.
stick
I
too.
know, Spawn. And because a friend of Miracle Man helped me out earlier this week, I am now picking up all of Something is Killing the Children. So here's the most recent issue.
Good. So good.
Here is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 121. I can't believe that a TMNT series has gotten this far.
Yeah, I'm gonna start picking them up in trade.
It's worth it. And even if you start picking it up right around issue 50 when they start doing the City on Fire, that's pretty much right around. Yeah, I mean, if you start around the 50 issues where it's the City on Fire, that was around the time they were doing the storyline in the original Mirage series. So it's like reading all new stuff. I mean, really, it is
nice
new stuff. Unborn, that was the Frank Gogol, and this is Undiscovered Country number 16 that just dropped today. All the independents. Let's get to DC. They're a smaller stack, and hopefully I don't fall off my chair as I do this, but comics are falling because it tells me I got too much shit today.
No such thing.
Nah, and I have to be careful of how I say that because it's much like how George Carlin presents it. There's shit when it belongs to other people, and it's stuff when it belongs to you or me. So here is Action Comics issue 1035. This is when Clark Kent is leaving the planet and leaving it to his son. So, of course, I had to pick up both covers of that. I will also be picking up both covers of the next issue because it's going to feature Superman and the motherfucking Authority. Hell yeah.
Nice.
This came out last week. It was a Gray Ghost cover for the cover B. This is the cover A. I'm trying to just pick up the cover A's, but it's Gray Ghost, and that was one of my favorite episodes of the DC TV show, the animated one from the 90s. Here's Batman Reptilian, issue number 5. I think this is when we finally get to see the reptile or the reptile's monster. Hey, Robo's in the chat. How you doing, Robo?
Robo! James, you owe me a Coke, to be specific.
Yeah. Batman Superman is the final issue. This is the David Finch cover.
Nice.
I haven't read any of them. I only picked up the final issue. Speaking of things I will probably not read, I like Deathstroke, but it's not like he's my number one thing I ever want to read. But DC is just putting out so much shit.
Yeah. You know, there was an Adam Hughes variant on that.
Really?
Yeah, which is on its way to me.
Of course there is. And I picked up their own cover.
Black Canary.
That cover's just going to go in a box.
It's a Black Canary cover.
This is awesome. Love this cover, but if I'm being honest, I haven't read Detective since the Arkham Knight appeared in issue 1000.
I'm a little bit far behind. I think I'm on 1040, I think. 1040 or 1039.
And Carolina, yeah, man. I hate falling behind on my reading, which I do not pick up any more comics until I'm caught up. If I did that, I would be paying even further out the ass than I already do. So yeah, here is Justice League, the A cover. I've been trying to pick up all the B covers, so if I got the A covers, it means that he just didn't get in any of the B covers.
Yeah.
Which there was a certain A cover that came out today of something else that I'll show in a minute. And I'm just going, oh, Jesus Christ, I hope I get the A cover. So here is Legends of the Dark Knight, issue 6. And Mr. Miracle, issue 5, the penultimate issue of the series.
Nice.
Issue 6 is the last issue. Here is Robin. I don't think this is a Besh cover. I think this is Francis Manipul. But I only got this just because I love the cover. I'm not reading any of the Robins or most of the DC books that aren't Superman, the kid, new gen Superman, not hot, sexy dad Superman.
Right.
And Justice League and Batman by Tinian. Oh, and Nightwing because Tom Taylor's just doing knockout jobs on anything he writes. I got this for a cover by Alone. This is just because it's based on The Brave and the Bold issue 28. So, hell yes, I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob, I have a question.
Sure.
Why can you buy a comic with a starfish, but you can't send me your starfish?
Ah, got him.
Got him.
Starfish. Oh Lordy. Okay, that's
just so everybody in the chat knows. What Ace is referencing is Rob's butthole, and is requesting an image of said butthole to be delivered to them post haste. And if everybody could just every once in a while just throw starfish in the chat, that would be great. And Rob, you got any more books to show? And Rob's gone.
And I'm gone. Good night, everybody. All right, back to the books. Okay, here's Superman 78. Look at that Gene Hackman. We love the Gene Hackman. And hey, good to see ya. And creators out there, if you don't get a chance to get onto our show immediately, do check out Ava Webb. Ava will make sure to get you on their show, and eventually we try and work people into our show as well. Here is that new gen Superman, which I've really been liking this story. This is one of the issues that I have been staying on every month. And yeah, it's only 3 issues in, so let's see where we are 100 issues from now.
It's there might be a couple of more. There might be a couple of more starfish references in the chat right now.
I want to see this starfish. I bet it's bleached.
Jesus.
She would never.
No, she doesn't have to. She's an Amazon.
Yeah.
All natural.
Right.
So much fucking starfish.
Wonder Woman has a hairy butthole.
Jesus.
Here, you can get a nice good look as I stand up and turn around.
Starfish. Where that starfish at? Where that starfish at?
I already know that Ace is going to come out. And
that should be the next intro. It should be just you shaking your ass at the camera.
ASAP.
I'm definitely going to do that at the 1 minute. So here is Amazing Fantasy issue number 3. Oh my God, an NFT? Why would anybody want that? Here's Amazing Fantasy, also issue number 3. It just reminded me of those great covers of
I saw that cover. That's a great cover.
I should be having a special cover of that Gun Honey coming here real soon, everybody. I can't wait to show it to you. Got a Jetpack exclusive trade, a virgin variant of that Adam Hughes cover.
Oh, that was going to be a good one to get.
Yeah.
Drop it low. You already saw it low. Now you can go back and rewind. It's going to be the most rewatched episode just for a minute, 1 hour and 38 minutes. You know, it's not going to be the most read thing ever. This. There are going to be so many copies of this just sitting and never, ever read. Here is the very short TLDR on this. Kindred is 2 people, and it was the clones of Gwen Stacy.
I'm glad I dropped that shit.
Children.
That is you.
I'm so glad I
You
dropped
you just put a spoiler up on New Comic Book Day, bruh.
You know what? No one cares about Nick Spencer's run. I'm sorry, and
I care deeply about it.
You don't care about superhero comics.
If y'all hate Amazing Spider-Man, and if you love Amazing Spider-Man, it doesn't matter. You pick up every issue of Amazing Spider-Man because how can you not? Run has not been one of our favorites. There's been a couple great issues. There's been a couple great covers, but strung along 74 issues. It took like 70 almost to get to who is Kindred, and they didn't even tell us who Kindred was.
The only thing I enjoy it was the Spider-Man 2099 stuff, and that was it.
It was a lot of fun. I like that. And then they kind of made him a bad guy. Hey, here's a banger.
Ooh!
No banger alert. No banger alert on this. This is just the first appearance of
a banger to me.
This is not just a spec pickup. I've been wanting this for quite some time, but also there's the fact that Letitia Wright has been known to make certain statements about vaccines that are untrue. Disney called a meeting about that and said, "Stop that, or you're not going to be Black Panther." She said, "Okay." Had she not have said okay, all the toys and everything probably still would have happened because Disney's not going to jettison their toy market. But that might have been Black Panther otherwise. So it's still a possibility. So of course, make sure you get that. So here's Black Cat issue number 10 that just came out today.
Hey, put up Eva's second to last message real quick.
Where is it here? There's a few.
For titular podcast.
No, that's not it.
That's the one. No, that's the one I meant.
Oh, it is the one. Okay.
I'm in the process of confirming one of the great Spider-Man writers of all time for her show. So if you guys are not subbed to Eva's
Michael,
show,
stop, Michael.
you should absolutely go and do it right away. Sorry, please go right ahead.
I actually like Dan Slott. A lot of people shout on Dan Slott. I like Dan Slott's right.
Yeah, my favorite Spider-Man run is Superior Spider-Man.
I've heard this.
God damn, yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
I've heard this.
This has been take it or leave it depending on the issue, but they wrap everything up here.
Do you know the only Spider-Man run I've ever enjoyed?
What?
Chip Zdarsky's Spider-Man life story. Only one.
That's fair.
Phenomenal.
Also a great story in and of itself. Even removing the fact that it was a Spider-Man story, I thought that when it came out that year, it wasn't just the best Spider-Man story, it was just the best story to come out that year. The one shot that came out earlier this year, that one was also really, really good, and I hope they put it all together in one big book.
Yeah.
Here's Darkhawk. I don't know if anyone's reading Darkhawk. I haven't read issue number 1, but I figure
I haven't read it.
Every time you say the title, it sounds like you're saying Dark Cock.
Dark Cock. Yeah, there you go. Here is issue 36. This just came out last week, but my shop only got in the what do you call it? The Miles Morales variant.
That's fair.
The Franklin Richard M. Mutant. That makes sense. I can get that.
Yeah. Real quick, you said Dark Hawk sounded like something else. Totally unrelated, but is anybody aware of what you call the thing that you hit with the badminton racket?
Shuttlecock?
Yes, indeed. It is a shuttlecock.
Yeah. How do I know that?
Shuttlecock is what you hit with a badminton racket. And just in case you didn't hear it, shuttlecock. Also, again, totally unrelated and a non sequitur. But anybody here ever been in archery at any point in time? Anybody shoot arrows?
No, I'm not old.
With bows? Okay, fair enough. Now there are 3 feathers on the end of each shaft, and one of them is typically a colored feather. Does anybody here know what you call the colored feather?
Not a
call it a feather that is.
I have no idea.
Color.
It's a cock feather. It is a cock feather. Cock feather. So shuttlecock, cock feather. All I'm saying is sports.
4 fluttering cocks, basically.
Somebody in sports is a dirty motherfucker. Please go right ahead, Robert.
By all means, just again, like, oh lordy. George Carlin once said, we had Dick Cheney and Colin Powell fighting the Iraq War, and all I know is someone somewhere was getting fucked in the ass.
It was Brad.
And speaking of which, here is the second printing of Kang the Conqueror issue number 1, because now that second prints are a thing, I guess I should get certain issues because you never know.
How is that series so far?
Latest issue. Kang the Conqueror has actually been pretty good. It's taken your whole route from his childhood being yanked out being a kid from Kang, and then, okay, we're taking you all the way to the end of time. Now figure out how to get fucking back.
Yeah.
That's first issue. It's good. And then the second issue, Ravonna Renslayer is Moon Knight. This is Marvel's issue number 5. There's some new first appearance, but I haven't read the last 3 issues, so I got to catch up. Now,
is that really ongoing?
What was that?
Is that ongoing?
I don't think
Marvel?
so, but I honestly don't know.
It's been a while since the last one came out, hasn't it?
Yeah, the issue 3 feels like it came out about 2 months ago, and it just dropped. Why did Rob do his orgasm face?
Because he thought about me.
That works. Here is that Spider-Man cover. The cover A is the one that I'm missing, and that cover A is just a
nice
looking one, but it has his new uniform on it. And I mean, I don't like the new uniform, but I want that cover A because I have a cover A of every single issue. But they're all damaged. Hey, guess what is a ghost this week? And I doubt anybody has probably picked it up or even thought to order it because there's no first appearance in it. But you can find like maybe 3 copies of this on eBay right now. This is the second print of Moon Knight issue 2. There's no first appearances in it, but it's just a cool looking cover that they took one of the panels from the interior.
Yeah.
Now, here's some of the back issues that I picked up with, and I realize we're getting close to midnight, so let's go through them quickly. I'm trying to finish my Ms. Marvel run. I am now only missing issues 2 and 20. So here's issue 7. This is the lowest condition copy, but hey, we got some
Ooh, my boy.
Nice.
and the MODOK.
Yeah.
MODOK.
Got issue number 8.
Nice.
We got the first appearance of Deathbird. I mean, kind of comical looking, but hey, the 70s.
I mean, look at Ms. Marvel's costume. She's basically wearing a pair of panties and a shirt.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, at least she got her black bathing suit. Unfortunately, that's the issue that I need, issue 20.
Yeah, black bathing suit issue, yeah.
But I have a 21 and a 19.
Well, that counts.
There's 12.
Nice.
Of course, I don't have. This was the one that we kind of had to wonder about today because that 35-cent mark looks really weird. I mean, they don't look like any of the other 35 cents.
Yeah, that is odd.
Why
Did you look into it at all?
No, that is normally how it's supposed to look. We all thought that it might have been something else, so we just went to eBay and every single copy looked like that.
Wow.
They just forgot to slash the seat.
Fucking eBay.
Issue 13, Bedlam in Boston. Issue 14. And of course, the ones that are the most expensive I got years ago and just never wound up picking up the rest. Well, today I'm picking up the rest, except for those 2. Hey, we got Tiger Shark, issue 15. Issue 16, 17, 18 are the big ones. I probably picked them up all together for maybe 150. Worth it.
Nice.
So this is Claremont, and this does all figure together. Yeah, all of this figures in with the Claremont storyline that he was writing during Uncanny X-Men. So if you're not picking up Ms. Marvel, you're kind of missing out on some of the Uncanny X-Men because issue 23 was canceled. The very next issue they were supposed to introduce Rogue.
Yeah.
Instead, it happened in Avengers Annual 10.
Yep.
Here's Nonstop Spider-Man 5. I don't know if anyone's still reading that. I hope it's finished then. Here's the last pickup that I did that was a back issue, first appearance of the White Tiger.
That's a nice cover.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Dope.
First appearance of a Latino character that's a superhero in the Marvel Universe in a regular comic because he appears in like a Shang-Chi oversized, huge magazine format size thing. It's like 500.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Here's issue 17 of Thor.
That came out today?
Yeah, that came out today.
Oh, nice.
Now, I don't know why I did this. I thought that I only ordered this cover, but instead I also ordered this cover.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Inferno.
And this cover.
That's a good one. That's that Mark Brooks one, right?
Yeah,
This
that
cover.
one.
So I really
I've
should have
seen
only
that
gotten one because this is kind of the swan song for her. Can I say his name? I was going to say Kirkman.
Say his name. Kirkman.
I can't remember. I'm old. Here's Sword. This is probably one of the better of the X-Men comics that are still coming out right now. There's like 50 of them. Now, one of these is going to be Lady Fantastic because it's a Miles Morales cover. So that's going to be this one. This goes to Lady because she's coming back Friday, everybody. And the regular cover. And those are all the comics that I picked up this week. It was a large, huge week that, oh, Lord, I keep hearing geek responsibly, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm with you.
Going around, is there anything anybody wants to promote? Miracle Man, Ace, Comics on the Mind? I know that there's a Brags and Boards coming up soon about the Sandman. Is that coming up tomorrow night or next week?
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be talking about my least favorite one. So stop by and hear about why I didn't like it that much.
So it's going to be a very Canadian show, a whole lot of bitching about something, and in the end, you'll laugh and have a good time because of the fact you're bitching.
Yes.
Now, to be fair, for those that aren't aware, the Sandman that you're going to be reviewing tomorrow are all of the standalone stories that took part in it. So it's like a bridge between one volume and another full story arc. So that kind of makes some sense. Otherwise, Miracle Man, what do you got going on?
I'll be on tomorrow on Brags and Boards. Might go and hang out with the gang on IFLC on Friday if they'll have me. And I just got this statue back. I don't think I said to anybody. I just got it back. See, let me tell you the story of the statue real fast. I bought this statue off of the Bay, and I got a good deal. It was $105 shipped, but there was no box. And when I got it, the arm was snapped off. I was very disappointed. So instead of throwing it away, they gave me all my money back. Insurance covered it. And I took the statue to a person who paints and does miniatures. And they fixed my Miracle Man statue for $20.
I'd say that's worth it. You can't even see, even at a close-up, where the seam is.
Yeah, same here. I was looking for it earlier, too.
Look at that miracle butt as we go by. So, yes. My Miracle Man is technically a little broken, but I love him all the same.
But so is our Miracle Man.
That's very true. That's very true. In fact, this Miracle Man was less broken than y'all's Miracle Man. So I was
Tracer! Your mother's a tracer!
True. Very true. So thank you for everybody for joining us tonight. Thank you to the team from Away Blue World and Adam and everybody was great. Really appreciate it. And come see me over on the Twitter at Komoda1977. Okay, sorry, I got way distracted there for a second.
I wonder why.
And say hi.
Exactly.
So, Comics on the Mind, you got a show coming up on your show or Gorilla Todd or anything else you're appearing on?
Yeah, I got two things coming up. Yeah, tomorrow we'll definitely be having the Teachers Lounge. It'll be on Gorilla Todd show channel, 9 o'clock. Actually, it won't be at 9 o'clock. We got to push it back to 10, so it's going to be a super duper late episode. So I'm sorry for y'all East Coasters. It's just if you up, you up. If not, it's all good.
I will try. Ace will definitely be up. I can't promise I'd be up past 9 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, it's all good. Home trip. And then next Tuesday, we're doing another episode of the Indie Show on JP Punches to Legs channel. I think at 6 o'clock my time. So if you're on the East Coast, I think that's what 9, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, check it
3
out.
hours. 3 hours difference.
Yeah. If you got time, check it out. We're talking about Invincible, of course. We're just going through the whole series. We've been going through the whole series the last couple months. It's been pretty fun. So if you got time, come check it out. Yeah, next Tuesday on the 5th. Yeah, that's it. I'll maybe in the chats if you got a show going on.
All right. And otherwise, we will be returning next week at a regular time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. The guest I probably should have looked up before I showed this little graphic here. But otherwise, tune into it. We do this show weekly every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. We like discussing new books that come out, new Kickstarter campaigns, new independent artists and writers and colorists and even letterers, because everybody that puts together a comic book matters. And also it matters, Black Lives Matter, trans rights, and don't forget Helen, fuck Mirren, because we know that something quite bad happened recently. But until that happens, well, keep reading your comic books, love each other, and keep working to make your collection a little bit better. If you can afford the books, you can afford bags and boards. And remember, rule number 1, don't die. Thank you for watching, everybody. There's been another episode of Your Mint. And
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, Comics on the Mind, Ace, and Whack Comics back next week. New Comic Book Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Not Near Mint. And remember,